Well, what's up guys, my name is Andre and here I am making a little bit of an update to the help that I asked to DrCassette, and this is the thing. I was actually able to measure the voltage coming out of the motor leads, and I just got some peaks of 15 volts, and that actually is the same to my other Iowa deck, because I have another one right here that I actually showed on a video, and I was able to measure the voltage on that deck when it was working, and I got like 14 or 15 volts, and the same is happening on this other one right here. So I think it's kind of normal. Now what I'm going to try to do, I have the new motor with new wires. I'm gonna try to put those wires right there in the motor leads. Right there, you can see some solder points. Two of those are the motor leads, and I'm gonna try to put a new motor there and see if it works. The reason why I said it sent pulses is because if I press this little switch right there, look what happens. You can hear the clicking noise. It's the solenoid trying to reset the head's position. Where's the solenoid? Yeah, there's the solenoid. The solenoid is trying to reset the mechanism position. Yeah, that's an update. Let's try to do it and see if it works. Well, as it seems like, it actually worked. The motor just needed new wires, and now I gotta find the original motor pulley and try to make this cassette deck work again. I've put an LED on the motor leads, and I actually burned the LED because it's a 15 volt peak right there, and the LED actually quite burned in my finger, so it's hurting quite a lot right now. But it worked. The radio is sending signal into the motor leads. I test the new motor that I tried to, but it wasn't working. I tried to test it again. It was actually working. That's kind of good. And it seems like that was actually it. It just needed new wires, because I was using the original wires of the system, and those wires were actually 20 years old, so that's why. Alright, a few hours later now, and after some testings, I actually got this motor to work, but the problem is it's running on its full speed all the time, so I'll try to show you. It's hooked up in here very poorly. I have this little tape. Look at the speed that this thing is running. It's almost doing fast forward when it's playing. The motor is actually running on full speed, and the trimmer that we have right there, you can see that blue trimmer right there. That's the speed adjustment. I've put that thing all the way down on its minimum stage, and it did change quite a bit, but it's not enough to run it on a normal cassette speed. Look at that, dude. Look at the poor soldering though. I do admit that I'm but I'm not that good on soldering electronics, but look how fast that thing goes. It's ridiculous. What I would want to do is to see if there's flutter on that speed. That would be very interesting. By the way, if you're just curious how a tape running at such speed would sound like, this is a IAC-1 tape. This is made of iron oxide, so let's see how a tape like that would sound like. Press record. We have the test tone. Alright, that's enough. So you can see that the audio quality is pretty impressive for for a metal tape. But that's it. I gotta fix this, and I'll probably buy a new motor for this, because totally this is not the right motor. You can clearly see that when I try to play something, that the motor is like exploding on speed. And actually some functions doesn't work when the motor is running that fast. I got the trimmer set up all the way to its maximum speed, so the motor is receiving all the power from the controller, so it's running like 15 volts or something. I measured the voltage when I was playing a tape, and the voltage was like 12 volts, exactly 12 volts at the minimum adjustment of the trimmer. And now that's all the way up on the maximum. It's all the way up to the. So it's in the maximum position, alright? So the motor is receiving like 15 volts. And fast forward and rewind doesn't work on that speed. It simply doesn't work. It's running so fast that the solenoid is not fast enough to engage the function. And that's it. Just a little update for DrCassette. How is the work going? And you could hear, before the music started, how a test tone tape that I recorded with the system sounded like. And that's it.